Today's video is going to be another hunt for wide calf boots that actually fit wide calves. I know that's kind of a concept, but I have had the hardest time over the last few years buying boots during the winter time that actually fit my calves. And I did a wide calf video probably like 2 years ago where I tested a bunch of different wide calf boots. I believe those were all from Target and they're all so tight on my calves still, like I don't understand. So I thought I would really try to dig in and do some research and try to find more wide calf options and literally just like try on 10 pairs with you and see how they do. It's kind of crazy that there aren't more wide calf options available because people just genetically have wide calves. Like my boyfriend, for example, has like huge calves and it's just genetic. Also, plus size people have wide calves. People from all different body types and shapes and sizes have wide calves. So I don't understand why this is such a hard thing to find. And when I Google wide calf boots, I feel like a lot of the stuff that comes up is either wide fit, which we'll talk about in the video, or it's like insanely expensive from some obscure brand I've never heard of before. So we're gonna try to find like a middle ground and find like a somewhat affordable, hopefully wide calf friendly pair of boots by the end of this video. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I have quite a few pairs to unbox and try on with you, so let's jump in. Alright, so before we get started, I thought it would probably be helpful to measure my calf just so that we know, like, I don't know, you can compare it to maybe the size of your calf. So I do have a measuring tape. I have never measured my calf before, but I do think a couple of these brands, or maybe just one of them, but they list like calf sizes in inches on their website. So we have the trusty tape measurer here. So my calves are about 17 inches around, like in the thickest part of them. I don't believe I have like measurements for all of these, but I'm gonna link every single one of these pairs that I purchased down below. So you can go to the website, check the size chart, see if it'll, cross-reference basically. So I chose 3 different brands for this video. Number 1 being ASOS, which I know I showed in my last video. I placed another order because they have a really wide selection. Of wide fits, and there's a lot of different boots that say wide fit, and I can't decide if that means wide calf or just the shoe itself, so we're gonna find out together. There were a ton of boots in wide fit, so it would be kind of silly for them to make a wide fit boot and not have it be wide calf, but I don't know. We also have a couple pairs from Torrid, which I recently got on sale, and I figured Torrid is like a classic tried and true plus size staple, so I figured they'd probably have some good selection. And then the last brand is a newer brand that I had like kind of just discovered through Instagram, and it's called Journey Collection with 2 E's. So we're gonna test all 3 of those out and really put them to the test. So let's start with ASOS because I think I have the most pairs from them. It was kind of a lot, but they have a good return policy, so fingers crossed. Here is the first pair. This is what they're called by Simi London, and I have been wanting a really cute lugged boot for so long, but I just can't seem to find them in my calf size. So these are supposedly a wide fit. I've got my thin socks on, so please pray for me. All right, drum roll, please. Oh no. Oh no. I'm genuinely scared I'm going to zip up my skin. Has that ever happened? I'm genuinely scared. This is not good. I need like another inch or 2. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's tight. I do think that on the actual like foot part, it's extremely like normal feeling to me. I don't really have that wide of a foot, but I guess it's not super narrow either, so maybe that's why I feel that way, but oh my god, I'm scared. Not me folding my calf so I'm able to like put these on. So okay, here is what they look like. They are really cute, but they are tight around the calf, and I would prefer them to be a little bit more loose. There is definitely like a fold in my calf that's currently happening, and it doesn't feel great. But I'm genuinely really sad because these boots are like almost perfect. Like look how cute they are, but even like going like this, I can feel my calf like splooging over the back of these. So these are a no. Let's move on. All right, next up we've got this pair that's called the Carolina lace-up boot, and these are like a suede material, but in the photo it kind of does look like there's a little bit of room in the calf and like it's supposed to be fit a little bit more roomy, but that's usually when like things look good for me and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll be able to fit into this, but it'll just like fit tight. And these kind of remind me of the Doc Marten lace-up boots, which I have loved for so long and would love to own. However, my calf doesn't fit in them. So we'll see if these are any better. So far, Okay, one thing I'm noticing, it does say wide fit, and these actually do feel more wide in the shoe, whereas the last pair just felt kind of normal. So I don't know if that's just the way it's made, but okay, here we go. Oh, yep, happens every time, doesn't it? A little terrifying to zip, but honestly, better. Definitely a little bit better, but like tight. Like it feels like someone's doing this to my calf. So I mean, I don't know, you tell me, is it worth it? Is the beauty worth the pain? Here we go again. Please do not take off a chunk of my flesh. Okay, biggest difference I'm noticing between this pair and the last pair is that I think I could probably actually, no I couldn't. I was gonna say I think I could probably walk around in these, but for my calf in particular, I feel like it's just a little bit too tight and I feel like some pinching happening. They are really, really cute. That's why I kind of wore this outfit, because I was like, okay, let's do something simple and basic that like every color will go with and like every style of boot. And these are adorable, they really are, but I don't know if they're like enough to keep. And it feels too big around my foot area and too tight around my calf area, and it's a very strange sensation. So these are a no. I think these need to go back, but we're definitely getting better. Like this is a step in the right direction for sure. Next up, these are by the brand called Raid, and these are like a chunky platform boot in this really cool ecru color. And again, it's sort of like a looser fit on the photo of the model. So I'm having a lot of hope. However, I'm now just noticing that there's no zipper or like anything on this. So I'm just supposed to stick my foot in it and hope for the best. Maybe it's a lot simpler than it seems. Let's go for it. Oh, oh, wait. This is so fun. Hold on. It just went right in there. I love it. Wait, I'm obsessed. I can't believe this is happening. I literally was sitting here convinced that number one, I wasn't gonna be able to get my freaking leg into this, and that number two, they were just gonna be way too tight. Like it just wasn't gonna work at all, but these are great. Wow. Perfect width in my calf. Honestly, there's room. Like if you had bigger calves than me, maybe like an inch bigger, you probably would be able to wear these as well. And like, look how cute this looks. I love the color. I think it's so fun and different, but it is really wide around my foot, and it feels like if I were to like walk around in them, my foot like, you know, would be just loose. It's not very secure. And also there's like a lot of structure around the ankle of these boots, like right here, and it actually feels like it might hurt after a while. But these are a great option, and they're definitely the best ones yet. Like I can't believe that I'm moving my foot and that the calf is like just loose and has somewhere to go. I might look into exchanging these just in like the normal size. I would assume that the like regular straight standard size also has the same width of the calf, but I'll need to look into that. But these are a great option. I like where this is going. Okay, and then the last pair we have from ASOS is a square toe boot, which I thought was kind of cool. And now that I'm looking at it, it does look kind of wide because it is a wide fit, but we'll see. They are the most expensive from ASOS. They're like $123, so these better be good is all I have to say. Let's try them on. I'm going to be so devastated if these don't work. Okay. I'm really tired of almost harming myself for these. Okay, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. This is such a freaking cute pair of boots too. Ugh, why? This is so frustrating. Look at that. That's as far up as I feel comfortable. If they were zipped up in like this, I'd be like, they're a little tight on the lower calf, but they're good. But like these are, I can't zip them up. I'm not injuring myself today. I am not like drawing blood. It's simply not worth it. So these are just a fail, and they're so expensive. It's not worth it. If you have a smaller calf than me, absolutely go for it, but it turns out that my suspicions were correct, that wide fit doesn't necessarily mean wide calf, but I was hoping, so let's move on. Okay, next up we have Torrid, which I did order 3 pairs from that say wide width, but it also says wide calf when I was like filtering and searching, so I think it's both again. I'm not sure, but Torrid for sure would probably be more inclined to have a wide calf selection because they are a plus size retailer, but who knows? Honestly, everyone surprises me these days. So the first pair is called the Stretch. I like the sound of that. Over the knee boot. It does look like there's like a tie here in the back, and if I remember correctly, yeah, it is stretchy at the top. If I remember correctly reading the reviews, so many people recommended these and they were like, this is the first pair that's been able to stay up and also like be loose enough. There's like a little bit of a silicone grip at the top of this as well. And then there's also like a bungee tie in the back. So I have hope for this. All the girlies in the reviews that said they had wide calves said these worked. So if this doesn't go the way I wanted, it's all of your fault. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh. My God. Oh. I am absolutely shook to my core. Hold on, I need to put the other one on. This is wild. Oh yeah, these are already right off the bat. These are 100% replacing the ones that I have from Target. The ones that I have from Target basically cut off my circulation at the bottom of my thigh right here. And these are great because you can really tie them tighter and then they're able to stay up. And they have like a knot on them right now, so I'm not gonna untie them, but wow, look at how much room. Do you see that? I can tell you right now, 1000% I will be keeping these, and like they're almost too big, which is a good thing. That means people with bigger thighs than me and bigger calves than me can actually wear these and feel comfortable, and they don't feel tight around my calf at all. With the stretch and like the bungee cord or whatever you want to call it that you can like tie over at the top part of your knee, I feel like these are a winner. Oh my gosh, these are the best ones I've tried so far. The sort of like sandy beigey ecru colored ones that I tried on were great, but they were so uncomfortable around the back of the ankle, and these are the most comfortable and the best fitted so far. I love them. Definitely recommend these. They're like a 10 out of 10. So great. All right, the next Torrid pair is interesting because this is more of like a knitted sort of ribbed material. It's almost like if an extremely thick sweater was the top of your boots. So the bottom is like a faux leather and then the top is like a stretchy knit material, which is kind of cool. These are in a wide width and a wide calf, but I think this is a cool idea because they can kind of like adapt depending on the size of your calf. So let's see about these Torrid babies. Let's hope that our luck is just as good as it was last time. Okay, so far so good. Oh! Okay, these are so comfortable. I don't know how I feel about the look because it kind of does look like socks in a way, but it also kind of looks really cute. The zip went up really easily, which is great. And it's snug, but it's not snug in the sense that like it's a hard leather, you know what I mean? It's like a knit material. I could wear these all day long and be very comfortable. It's definitely like a wide width, but it's not to where I couldn't wear it. Whereas some of the pairs I could definitely feel that my shoe was like way too loose around my foot, and this just feels like if I wore a thicker pair of socks I would be fine. And these are cute. I would say that they stretch out further than this, but obviously the further it stretches the tighter it would be. But for my particular size calf, these fit great. They're really comfortable. They're adaptable too, so if my calves like grew or shrunk, the shoes would go with it. I love that. I got all of the Torrid pairs on sale as well. I think I bought them during like some random sale that they had. It was like before Black Friday even, but so cute. I think I just need to get used to this sort of like sock looking material on top. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think that's cute or is it kind of off-putting? They're comfortable, they fit my calf. Who could ask for more, honestly? Love them. Okay, now for the third Torrid pair. These are really similar to the brown pair that I tried on, where it was like a flat over the knee boot, but this is more of like a lugged, sort of chunky heel. Not too chunky, but definitely like a little bit more of like a lug and a platform at the bottom, which I love. And it has the same stretchy material at the top, the same sort of like bungee cord. I don't know why I keep calling it that, but that's genuinely like what I would compare this to. I would assume that these are also going to be phenomenal, but you know, they're slightly different, so let's see. I have been searching for a pair of boots like these for years that fit my calves, and it's so difficult to find. And not only do they fit the calves, they fit the thighs and then some. Like, look at this outfit. This is so cute. I don't know if it's like showing on camera. In person, you can definitely tell that these are like really loose at the top, so I will need to like tighten them, but there's like a lot of knots I have to untie and I'm just not doing that right now. So I'll show it in the try on, but like such a good pair of boots. And it's like nice that it's a little bit different than the other pair. It's still flat, like I'd still be able to walk around in these all day long, but it has that little bit of like lug on the bottom that I like, and then also just like a tiny bit of heel. So I love these. These are great. Who knew that Torrid was just gonna be knocking it out of the park like this? Love it. All right, and last but not least, we have a brand, like I mentioned, called Journey Collection, and I had never heard of them up until recently when I saw a couple people talk about them on Instagram. And what I thought was cool about this brand is that their shoes are offered in a wide calf and an extra wide calf, which I feel like is unheard of to have that option for like almost every pair. So I decided to order a wide calf and an extra wide calf to sort of like test it out, see what the difference is, see how comfy they are. So I got this pair, which is called the Paraz. We'll see how it compares to the other over-the-knee boots that I've tried today. I feel like I'm heavy on the over-the-knee boots, but it does also feel like those are the hardest to find in wide calf. So I wanted to throw a few pair in there, but okay, let's test it out. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Oh, actually these fit great. I'm gonna have to get used to wearing a heel again. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, these are so cute. Not necessarily my style, but really cute. I'm not a super big like pointy-toed shoes kind of gal, but they are adorable. I really like the way they look. The heels feel comfortable. I probably wouldn't wear these in everyday world, but they'd be fun for like a special occasion. And honestly, dare I say it, they fit a little bit better at the top for me than the Torrid ones did. However, at the top of the Torrid ones, there was like a stretchier cord where you could tighten it, whereas this one is just like a solid sort of like suede cord or string. So I do think that this pair fits a little bit better at like the over the knee part than the Torrid pairs, but I like the flexibility of the Torrid pair where you can like tighten it and loosen it however you want. And then also I just like the look of them better, but this is a really cute option as well. Like so cute. If you're into pointy toed boots, I think there were quite a few options as well, and got a little bit of a heel, but nothing unreasonable and adorable. My actual calf in this feels great. It feels like I would have a little bit of room, but I'd be curious to see what the extra wide calf would be in these. Like I think it would be a little bit too big for me. I'm pleasantly surprised with this brand already. Okay, now let's try the extra wide calf. All right, and last but not least, we have this pair, which is called the Winnie Extra Wide Calf Boot. And I really love this kind of taupey color. I love the square toe. It feels like a heel, but it's also not too much of a heel, which I really like. I'm really sad because I actually ordered 2 more pairs to test out for this video, another wide calf and another extra wide calf, but womp womp, the package didn't arrive in time. So that's fine, we're gonna make do with these, but there's a zipper actually in the back, which I don't think I've seen in any of these before, and also, similar to one of the Torrid pairs that I tried on, there is like a sort of knit material. So it's like half leather or fake leather and half of this like stretchy material. So it seems promising. Let's see. Last but not least, come on, don't let me down. Oh my god, it feels really good already. Oh yes. Oh, that is so cute. This pair I think has to be like my second favorite. It's so comfortable. I can't believe that there's actually extra room as well. Although I will say, hello, I'm falling. I will say that I don't notice much of a difference between this pair and the other pair, like a wide calf versus an extra wide calf. So it feels kind of the same on me, but feels really good. Like, definitely love it. I think this sort of like slight square toe is a really nice touch. I like that it's stretchier in the back. So if you have calves bigger or smaller than mine, you'd also be able to wear these. And I do like the look of them a lot, and they feel really comfortable. The only thing that's kind of weird is because the zipper is in the back, it kind of feels like my heel could fall off the back of this shoe at any moment. But like, it's not going to, but it just feels kind of weird in that way. But I can't believe that I am wearing a knee-high pair of boots that actually fits over my calves and is comfortable. Like, I don't have to lose circulation to my legs. There is a pair of Target boots that I have been wearing for the last 2 years, and every single time I wear it, I can feel a pulse in my legs. Like, it's not good. Probably not healthy to do that either. So this is gonna be a great option, and the heel is not like super hard. It's kind of like a gummier heel. Does that make sense? So it just makes it so much more comfortable to walk in. The sole feels really soft in these. And like, for the price point, it is pretty expensive, but I feel like you're getting a really well-made shoe out of it. So I'm a fan, honestly. I feel like ASOS was the biggest disappointment. Torrid, all 3 pairs were amazing. And then both of these pairs from Journey Collection have been great as well. So it's like we gradually got better. And I'm really happy I tried this out because now I have a lot of boots to sort through and return, but also like figure out which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to wear, and like how much fun. This has been such a blast. There's been some highs, there's been some lows, but I'm happy we ended it on a good note. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. If there's a brand that makes wide calf boots and you love it and recommend it and I somehow missed it, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to test it out. Maybe I'll have to do some more investigating and do like a part 2 to this. So let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you all of my love and I will see you very soon in my next video.